this is the new song by Bring Me the Horizon called Strangers, which came out yesterday. It's currently number 32 on trending. It has 762,000 views in less than a day. So I would say they're doing pretty well. The one thing I'm curious about, the MySpace case that they use for all the titles of their songs now, you know, the uppercase, the lowercase letter. What's that all about? Is this some sort of piece of Bring Me the Horizon lore that I don't know about? Are they just trying to be Zoomers? Someone let me know. I don't know. I have not listened to this yet. I don't know what to expect. Was the last one they did Die For You? Was that the last one? And that one was good. I like that quite a bit. That was kind of like a Biebercore, because it was almost like if a metalcore band, you know, kind of did a pop song. That's what it would sound like to me. I thought it was good. But, you know, Bring Me the Horizon, you never know what to expect. They could do anything from like ambient to black metal to drum and bass to dubstep to all of those things at once. I mean, they are a band that really, truly just does whatever they want. So I don't know what to expect from this. Let's find out. Okay, well, it's in the 4:3 aspect ratio, like your old CRT TV from 2003. Maybe I'll just be fucked up forever. That's the first line. Okay. Should have figured myself out by now. I don't want to tear myself open, but it's hard to care when you bleed out. All right. So it sounds like this is kind of talking about mental health, which, you know, that's something that Ollie has talked about quite a bit. And he just did that song with Sigrid, Bad Life, which I love that song. That Bad Life song, I love. This is MTV 2004, Corey. You're right. Not that that's a bad thing. We're just a room full of strangers. At least he didn't say we're nothing but animals. My friends, if you're in a metalcore band, you are banned from using the word animals in the chorus of your song ever again. Architects did it. Everybody has done it. We're nothing but a bunch of animals. It's banned. So at least he didn't go there. At least there's some progress. Really quick, before we go any further, I wanted to mention my Discord. We are up to over 5,000 people now hanging out, talking every day. It is pretty cool. And if you're watching this video, you are invited. All you need to do is click the link in the description of this video. So I like that, living to die, dying to live. I will say this. One thing I really appreciate about Bring Me the Horizon, especially in the last couple years, is how much they use this sort of like pop lyrics and phrasing. I mean, this is still like a rock song, right? I mean, I wouldn't say metal, but it's definitely a rock song. But whereas a lot of bands, I think now sort of think that songwriting means coming up with riffs and stringing them together. Bring Me the Horizon take more of the pop approach. They understand that really for most people, if you want to make accessible music, which I think they do, it's really about vocals. If you listen, this song, everything in this song is serving the vocal, which some people say is arrogant. You know, the metal fans, they're all about the riffs, but I appreciate this kind of vocal-driven approach. Okay, got a little bit of chugging here. The phrasing on that guitar there, the da-da-da-da, like that sort of phrasing, it does remind me of From First to Last, or like, I don't know, Finch, or any of those sort of mid-2000s emo, screamo kind of bands. I feel like that sound is about to come back. Sounds like 2000s pop punk revival sound mixed with emo rap style lyrics. Yeah, I agree with that. I think so too. It is kind of Sea Space Cowboy, yeah. A couple people in the chat are not into the music video, and I gotta say, I kind of agree. It's not badly done or anything, but it reminds me of, did you guys play Metal Gear Solid 5? You remember there's the first 45 minutes of the game is like crawling on your elbows through like the corridors in the hospital? That's what it made me think of. By the way, Metal Gear Solid 5, very underrated game. That's what this video reminded me of, which is not a bad thing, but I feel like it's, you know, with the maggots and all the kind of body horror kind of stuff, it doesn't really match sort of the emotional content of the lyrics to me personally, but what do I know? You hear that? Some screaming in the background vocals right here. This human centipede stuff and the barfing blood, I'm not into it. Come on, guys. I gotta eat dinner after this. Why do we need to be gross? Exactly. The gore and the maggots and shit would work better in a song that had more violent lyrics. Yeah. I feel like the video's a little bit of a mismatch. Yeah, more like a Darko video or Lorna Shore. I agree. Okay, this part really gives me that sort of from first to last Finch kind of the da-da-da scream, da-da-da scream, that sort of like cadence. Really giving me that 2005 kind of vibe. Oh, look at that. Ollie's got double TikTok earrings here. Powerful. Only Ollie could pull that off. And bringing back maybe the V-neck Henley. Are we back in 2009 now? He's got the woe is me Henley paired with the double TikTok earrings. Powerful. Does kind of sound like story of the year, yeah. The V-neck died because nobody can afford chest piece tattoos in today's economy. Look what they've taken from you. Look what they've taken from you. They took the V-neck. What's next? Bands can't afford to print neon cartoon monster merch anymore because ink is too expensive. So actually my favorite part of this song so far is I really like the lyrics at the very beginning. I was sort of hoping they'd bring that back. I like this quite a bit. Maybe I'll just be fucked up forever. Should have figured myself out by now. Maybe I'm going to be fucked up forever. I should have figured myself out by now. Man, I get it. You know, Ollie's 35 and, you know, you look in the mirror and you're like, man, I'm 35 years old. What the fuck? Like, why do I still feel this way? I thought by this age you had your shit together. Why do I feel like this? And I don't know if he's actually speaking for himself or if he's speaking like figuratively there, but I think that's a really good line. And I think it's important to remember that, you know, there's no timeline for this stuff. It takes you as long as it takes you to figure it out. My mom died when she was 69, I think. Nice. And, you know, she was still dealing with the same shit that she had been dealing with her whole life. So if you ever feel that way, if you look in the mirror and you're like, what the fuck? Like, why am I still fucked up like this? Why do I have it figured out? Just remember, there's no timeline for it. And just because someone else had it figured out younger doesn't mean that you can or should. I mean, and also they may not have it figured out. You know, there's some people that I know who I know them well, so I know that they actually have some pretty serious issues with mental health. But if you met them at the grocery store or something, you would never think that. You would be thinking like, man, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel so fucked up? But look at her. She's got it all figured out. She's got her shit together. Well, no, she doesn't. She's just good at hiding it in public. So I actually really like that lyric, that line. And, you know, I like in general, like what he talked about in Bad Life, the Sigrid song. Really good lyrics too. It's not a bad life. It's just a bad day. So I think it's cool that they're still talking about this kind of stuff. As they continue to get more popular, they're still talking about these kind of topics. In a way, I actually feel like their lyrics now are more meaningful than they were back in Suicide Season, which, I mean, those lyrics didn't really mean anything, right? At least nothing obvious, right? At least to me. So I think it's cool that, you know, they're still continuing to have meaningful lyrics. Shout out to them for number 32 on trending. No joke. I don't think this is like their best song of all time, but it definitely doesn't suck by any means. And I can see parts of this are pretty TikTok-y, right? So I could see this going somewhere. One thing about Bring Me the Horizon is that they are always 2 to 3 years ahead of the curve. They see things coming before almost everyone else does in rock. And what I'm hearing here is a little bit of that, you know, mid 2000s screamo kind of sound, the Hawthorne Heights, Finch, Seosin kind of sound. I'm hearing little hints of that. And I do think that that sound is going to come back in a big way. Whether it's going to be them or someone else, I don't know. But I think that that's going to be a big thing very soon. So I agree. Die For You was better in my personal opinion. Solid song. And, you know, I'm always excited to see what Bring Me the Horizon is up to. So there we have it. That is Strangers by Bring Me the Horizon.